but not everybody been working. Everybody know they got brilliance, but not everybody been searching.
Welcome back to the Becoming the Catalyst podcast. This is your host, Dakota Thomas, and this is episode 10, Vision is the Real Focus. Now, if you haven't seen any of these episodes before of this podcast, I definitely recommend you to go back to the first episode, start from there, and go through 1 through 10 in order, because everything that I offer you through my voice and through my experience, through my knowledge, everything that I have gone through, I have placed in these podcasts, and that way you can take everything that I say, take it to heart, put it into action, and really transform your life from the inside out. That's my mission, that's my goal, and that's my purpose for this podcast and for this presentation. Now, episode 10, Vision is the Real Focus. I'm very excited to bring this to you because everything that we see on the media every single day, everything that people are telling us, everything that our job is telling us, everything our relationship is telling us, everyone's saying, go outside of you, go get what you need, resources, money, cars, outfits, clothing, style, adventure, places to travel to. It's all outside of you. Everything you want is outside of you. That's what everyone's trying to tell you. And this episode is here to tell you that everything is actually inside you. It's inside your mind. It's inside your vision. It's inside the dream. It's inside that emotion that you feel. Yes, you may see a car, you might want that car with your emotion, but it's the emotion you need to focus on, not the car. I can take that car away from you. You can crash that car and you can lose it. But that emotion, what that emotion gives you, that is yours. That is something that you need to focus on. That's something you need to focus on improving inside your life and building off that emotion inside you. In the Bible, Christ says, seek first the kingdom of God and everything else will be added unto you. And if you're not religious, you need to understand that the Bible and religion has wisdom, and wisdom is not biased to your race, your color, your sex, your gender, your beliefs. Wisdom is wisdom. Wisdom is profound. So when Christ says, seek first the kingdom of God and everything else will be added unto you, what he's saying is seek first your inner development, your inner fulfillment, your inner purpose, and everything else outside of you will be added onto that foundation. If you don't have a foundation inside of you, you're going to rely on your girlfriend giving you happiness. You're going to rely on your job to give you fulfillment. You're going to rely on the things outside of you, the world outside of you, to give you that inner fulfillment. And that is not okay, because things outside of you are always going to change. There is nothing outside of you that is immortal. There is nothing outside of you that can bear endless fruit. Every tree dies. Every person dies. Every company will fall at a certain point. Everything has to be in transition. That's nature. Nature is transition. And so you need to focus on something that is permanent, and what is permanent is your vision. And the reason why I wanted to make this podcast, episode 10, all about your vision is life is very hard for everyone right now. If you are struggling to pay the bills, if you are having a hard time just living in contentment and just being happy, if you are confused with what you need to be focused on to be happy or to be fulfilled, I'm here to tell you it's your vision. By having a vision, it gives you purpose. By having a vision, it provides you a path. By having a vision, it gives you reason for what you're going through. Yes, it may be hard to pay your bills right now, but that is not your purpose of life. That is not your vision. That is not your meaning. So take your identity out of this job that you're working in that's not paying you enough. Take your identity out of this relationship that's not providing you everything you need to do. So when it comes to your vision, your identity needs to be in that. That vision is who you're ideally becoming. That vision is the life you're ideally creating. And by having that vision, by having your focus on this, you are now in control. You are now the driver. You are now the creator. You are now the leader. When you lead from this place, you lead from a state of power. When you lead from a state of your job identity and who you are in your relationship and how old you are, you lead from a state of lack, because you are dying right now. You're only 26, you're only 28, you're only 34, you're only 45 for 1 year. And then you're going on a grade scale to getting older and more elderly with less energy, with less time. You need to work from a state of immortality. Your vision is immortal. Ideas are bulletproof. I may sound crazy from what I'm saying, but you need to understand the power of your mind. The power of your mind is endless. The power of your mind has potential that only few have scraped. We're talking about Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla. We're talking about specific people, Gandhi, Jesus Christ, the Buddha. We're talking about people that use their mind to elevate their potential through spiritual belief. By having this spiritual power inside your mind, you are able to elevate your mind from a dualistic state of good and bad to transcendence. You are now able to use your imaginative abilities to manifest, to turn your belief into power. You are able to use your mind to move objects without you even moving a finger because you're not using your 3D abilities. This is 4D. We're talking about elevating yourself from human to spirit. And by using your spiritual ability to imagine, to create, to act in that realm, you are now outside of the realm of limitation. And if you understand what I'm trying to tell you, you are finally going to tap into your true self. Your true self is not the name you were given. Your true self is not the skin that you are inside. Your true self is something much more. It is something that will not die when you die. It is something that is aware of who you are. And it does not feel, it does not taste, it does not act. It is the awareness. This is where you need to live, because this level of awareness can live in the vision. And if you make this level of awareness live in your vision, in your future, then you're already there. You don't need the money. You don't need the girl. You don't need the car. You don't need the outfits. You don't need the status. You don't need the attention. You don't need the validation. Your vision is already real. And if you understand how the unconscious mind works, you understand that past, present, and future is all happening simultaneously. Your unconscious mind does not know what is real and what is not. Therefore, if you imagine yourself to be experiencing a certain emotion, your unconscious thinks that it's real as the past. And that is my mission. How can I get you to understand how you can make your future vision feel as real as your past experiences? If you can do that, then you just crack the code to manifestation. And you may think manifestation isn't real. Oh, well, I've tried manifestation. I've tried visualizing. I've tried doing the law of attraction. Yes, you have been given these tools before, and I'm sure you've used them. But what people don't tell you is emotion is the language of the unconscious mind. You might be thinking, oh, I want to be happy. I want to be rich. I've thought that, and nothing ever happened. Well, that's because you didn't feel like you were already there. You didn't feel like you already had the money. You didn't feel like you already had that girl. You didn't feel like you already had that purpose. You didn't feel the fire. It's the emotion, and that's your vision. Your vision will give you that by creating a vision of who you want to be, by creating a vision of how you want to live and what you want to do and how you want to accomplish it. This vision will give you everything you need. It will give you the tools. You might have your car and say, you know what, this car is extremely expensive. I don't know how to afford it. Where do I get the job? Your vision will tell you, sell the car. If you don't need the car, then you don't need the job. You can start rearranging your life around this vision. You don't need to listen to the outer world and say, oh, what's going on with crypto? And oh, how is the money turning digital? And why is the dollar collapsing? And it doesn't matter, because your vision is irrelevant to crypto. It is irrelevant to the car. It is irrelevant to these industries changing by the day. It is irrelevant to the media. It is irrelevant to Republican and Democrat. Your vision is you. The vision is how you want to live and who you want to be. And that is what I want to make you remember. Because when we were children, that's all we focused on. Well, how do I want to be happy? And who do I want to be? Do I like drawing? I like drawing. Yeah, I'm going to draw a lot. That's all you thought. And life got complicated because it got expensive. You start living through life, you see a friend with shoes and you say, wow, those are nice shoes. I want shoes like that. You realize how much they are. You ask your parents, oh, they can't afford it. Oh, you understand social class. Oh, some people can get things easier than other people. Some people get opportunities better than other people. All these things happen and it makes you feel limited. And that is what I want to shatter inside your mind is limitation. You are unlimited. Do not limit yourself. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this podcast. Like I said, shout out the limitations. These limitations are really just insecurities inside your own emotions. If you feel confident, the limitations in your mind will start to expand, and you'll realize that you're going past these boundaries that you actually placed on yourself because, oh, I'm scared to be embarrassed. I'm scared to try and fail. Stop doing that. Stop thinking like that. Become someone new so that you can do more. Become more, and you'll be able to do more. I promise. Now, like I said, if you appreciate me for actually making this podcast and you enjoyed it, then definitely like, share, and support it on whatever platform you're on. If you're on Instagram, like and comment. If you are on YouTube, subscribe, because we are changing the world by first changing ourselves. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, things are gonna get better real soon. Yeah, I'ma just do me, you just do you. I swear it's gonna get better real soon. Don't let anyone tell you what you should do. I got a clear view. We're gonna make it soon. Just keep pushing through. You're what you got to lose.